My beloved child, listen to me very carefully today. Today, on December 1st, I am placing a very important alert in your spirit, and at the same time I am releasing very good news over your life. Heaven has scheduled something for you, and I do not want you to miss it. You have cried enough, you have been afraid enough, and you have carried weight that was never designed for your shoulders. Today I am touching your story in a way you cannot yet see, but you will feel it in the deepest part of your heart. Today is not an ordinary day. Archangel Michael stands beside you in the spirit, guarding you, shielding you, watching over the doors of your life. There are doors that are closing behind you and doors that are opening in front of you. Some of those doors you thought you needed, but I am the one who knows which doors will lead you to peace and which doors will lead you to pain. You have asked me many times why certain people left, why certain opportunities disappeared, why some things collapsed just when you thought they were finally stable. I am answering you today. I was protecting you. Every closed door you didn't understand was a shield I placed between you and a silent disaster. My child, this is the moment where I begin to turn your disappointments into direction. You did not come this far just to be abandoned in the middle of the journey. Even in the times when you felt abandoned, I was quietly rearranging the path beneath your feet. You saw loss, I saw rescue. You felt rejection, I saw redirection. You felt alone, but I saw angels moving around you, blocking roads that would have broken you. Archangel Michael has fought battles for you in nights you don't even remember. While you were sleeping, heaven was working. Today I want your spirit to wake up. I want the part of you that was numb, tired, and silent to remember that you still have a purpose. You have survived situations that were meant to destroy you completely. You have walked through seasons where your heart was shattered, but you are still here. That is not an accident. That is a sign. Your survival is evidence that I, your God, have been holding you even when you were too tired to hold on to me. You thought you were weak, but the strength inside you was me. You thought you were breaking, but I was bending your path so it would not snap. On this 1st of December, I send you a holy interruption. I am interrupting your fear. I am interrupting your overthinking. I am interrupting the voice that keeps telling you that nothing will change. Hear me, things are changing. Even when your physical eyes see the same walls, the same problems, the same numbers, the same faces, the atmosphere around you is not the same. The spiritual weather has shifted. Archangel Michael has sounded a silent alarm in the spirit. It is time for breakthrough movement. My child, there is very good news being written with your name on it. You may not have heard it yet in the physical world, but heaven has already announced it. A positive report is being crafted where you feared a negative outcome. A divine answer is forming where you felt there was no solution. A path is appearing where you only saw a wall. You have been living with the expectation of disappointment, but I am changing the script. I am teaching your heart to expect my goodness again. You have been replaying old memories of pain in your mind, like a movie that never ends. Today I am pressing stop. I am asking you to let me touch those memories with my healing. I know who hurt you. I know what they said. I know the promises that were broken, the words that wounded you deeply. And the moments when you sat alone wondering if you were worth loving at all. My child, you have always been worth loving. Before any human ever failed you, I had already chosen you. Before anyone ever lied to you, my truth about you was already written. Your value was never in their hands. It has always been in mine. On this day, I am announcing that you are rising from secret sadness. No more crying alone thinking that no one sees you. I see you. No more pretending you are okay while your spirit feels empty. I am filling you. No more wearing strength as a mask when your heart is exhausted. I am renewing you. Archangel Michael spreads his wings around you right now as a sign that heaven is not distant from your pain. Your tears have been collected, not ignored. There is a blessing coming that will make you look back and say, "Now I understand why it had to happen that way." You may not understand everything today, but you will not always be confused. I am a God of clarity, not chaos. I am leading you away from the places that starve your soul and into environments that nourish your spirit. People who truly carry love, respect, and peace will begin to find their way to you. Do not chase those who do not see your worth. I am removing the taste for counterfeit love from your heart. My child, you have asked me, when will it be my turn? Heaven has heard every one of those silent questions. Your turn is not being denied. It has been prepared. I have been preparing you to handle the blessing without losing yourself in it. I have been stretching you so you can carry what is coming. That is why the journey has felt longer than you expected. But today, on this day that has been marked for you, I am declaring that the season of waiting without hope is over. Now you will wait with expectation. I am speaking peace into the anxieties that have been controlling your nights. The races in your mind, the sudden waves of fear, the random thoughts that torment you, they are not stronger than me. I am placing a divine calm inside you that does not depend on perfect circumstances. Even in the storm, I will be your stillness. Even in uncertainty, I will be your anchor. Archangel Michael stands at the edge of the storm that has been circling your life, and with my authority, he commands it to weaken and dissolve. This is your important alert. Protect your heart from returning to what I took you out of. There are places you cannot go back to. There are patterns you cannot repeat. There are conversations you need to step away from, habits you need to release, and environments you must gently close the door on. I am not punishing you, I am positioning you. Each no that I whisper in your spirit is connected to a bigger yes that is on its way. Trust me when I pull you away from things that look attractive but are spiritually dangerous. The very good news I bring you today is this: you are not forgotten, you are not behind, and you are not late. My timing for your life is different from the timing of people around you. You may see others moving faster in certain areas, but you do not see the hidden chapters one see. Your story is not delayed, it is being written with precision. The places where you feel you are last, I can suddenly turn into the places where I make you first in favor, first in breakthrough, first in testimony. Your finances, your health, your relationships, your home, none of these areas are invisible to me. I am stepping into the parts of your life that feel stuck. I am loosening what has been held back. I am breathing over what felt dead and calling it to live again. Expect small signs of change and do not despise them. A small opening can be the doorway to a great miracle. When you see even a tiny shift, say with your mouth, "This is my God moving." Let your words agree with my plans, not your fears. My child, there were days you thought nothing good would ever last for you. You saw good moments as temporary and bad seasons as permanent. Today I reverse that. I decree that the painful season is the one that is temporary and my goodness is what will remain. You will not always wake up with heavy thoughts. You will not always go to sleep with worry. You will not always carry this same burden. I am changing the emotional climate within you. I have seen you trying to be strong for everyone else. You hold back your emotions because you are afraid that if you break, everything will fall apart. But I am not asking you to carry everything alone. Let me into the places where you feel overwhelmed. Tell me the truth of how you feel, even when that truth is messy, confused, or unfinished. I can hold your honesty. I am not afraid of your tears, your frustrations, or your questions. Every word you whisper, even the ones you never say out loud, reaches me. Archangel Michael is assigned to protect your journey. There are traps you will never step into because heaven has already dismantled them. There are accidents you will never encounter because my hand has already diverted you. There are hidden attacks against your peace that are being cancelled right now. You may never know everything I have protected you from, but you will feel the safety. Learn to rest in that safety. You do not have to live in constant fear of what if. The important alert I give you now is that your mind is holy ground. Be careful what you allow to live there. Not every thought deserves a permanent room in your mind. When a thought arrives that says you are not enough, remember that I created you carefully, intentionally, and beautifully. When a thought says nothing will change, remember that I am the God who moves mountains in one moment. When a thought says you are alone, remember that even now I am speaking to you, surrounding you with my presence, and sending help in ways you have not even seen yet. I am sending you comfort disguised as people, opportunities, and moments of peace. When a kind word reaches you out of nowhere, recognize my voice in it. When an open door appears unexpectedly, recognize my hand in it. When a sudden calm wraps around you in a moment of distress, recognize my spirit in it. I am not far away. I live closer to you than your own thoughts, my child. You will not finish this year the same way you began it. I am doing inner renovations in you. I am pulling out the roots of fear and shame. I am replacing them with courage, dignity, and a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are loved by me. I am teaching you to walk with your head lifted, not in arrogance, but in holy assurance. You belong to me. That is your identity. That is your security. If you could see what I am preparing, you would not spend another moment doubting whether your life has meaning. You are going to impact more hearts than you realize. Your story, your survival, your testimony will be a light for others who think they cannot make it. I will take what tried to break you and use it as evidence of my power. Even your scars will shine with purpose. Today, on this 1st of December, receive this as a turning point in your spirit. Let go of the belief that everything beautiful is for others and not for you. You are not cursed, you are not doomed, and you are not destined to be always on the outside. I am pulling you into alignment with my favor. As you listen to these words, something heavy is lifting off your shoulders. You may feel it as a quiet relief, a deep breath, a gentle warmth. That is my presence reassuring you that you are not walking into your future alone. The very good news is this: your heart is about to know a level of peace, love, and provision that will make your past fears look small. The wounds that once defined you will become healed places from which you help others. Your life will not be remembered for the pain you went through, but for the grace you carried, the faith you discovered, and the resilience I built within you. Do not leave this message and go back to the same hopeless thoughts. Hold on to these words. Repeat them when fear returns. Let them sink in. You are loved, you are protected, you are guided, and you are being lifted. Archangel Michael stands guard, heaven stands with you, and I, your God, go before you and behind you. You will not cry forever, my child. The tears you have cried are watering the ground of a new season. Very soon, you will see flowers where there was only dry soil. Very soon, you will hear laughter where there was only silence. Very soon, you will say, "My God did not forget me." Rest in me now. This is your important alert and your very good news. I am not finished with you. I am only getting started. Today, on this 1st of December, God is speaking gently to your heart and saying, "Listen, beloved, because what I am about to unfold in your life is very important, and it is very good. You have cried many silent tears that nobody saw, but I saw every single one of them. You have carried worries in your mind that you never had words for, but I understood all of them. Today is not just another date on a calendar for you. Today is a turning point in the spiritual realm, a moment where I am aligning things for your good in ways you cannot yet see. I am taking your story, with all its confusion and pain, and I am writing a new chapter filled with light, favor, and restoration. Do not be afraid of my voice that comes to you now. I am not here to punish you, I am here to lift you. God says, you feel as if you are standing between two doors, one behind you, heavy with memories you don't want to revisit, and one in front of you that seems locked and impossible to open. But hear me, I am the one who walks into rooms that others lock against you. I am the one who opens doors that no hand on earth can shut. The good news I am giving you today is this: you are not trapped, you are not forgotten, and you are not late. I have kept you, guarded you, and carried you through storms that should have destroyed you. I have watched you survive nights that were too dark for human strength. When you felt you were losing your mind, I was holding your spirit together. When you wanted to give up, I pressed a little more hope into your soul. You thought you were alone, but you were never alone, not for a single second. Archangel Michael stands beside you in the spirit, and God says, I send my warrior to surround you because your life is more valuable than you know. There are things I have stored for you that the enemy has tried to block, delay, or confuse. But my timing is higher than your timing, and my protection is stronger than any attack. Michael has fought battles for you that you were never even aware of. You thought it was coincidence that some dangers passed you by, but it was not coincidence, it was my hand. You thought it was luck that some plans of others against you failed, but it was not luck, it was my shield around you. Even when you made mistakes, I sent help. Even when you took wrong turns, I made sure there was still a road back. God says, today I bring you very good news. Your story is not going to end in the same place where you have suffered the most. There are chapters of your life that will not be repeated. Some patterns are being broken now, even as you listen. You have known seasons where people took advantage of your kindness, where your loyalty was abused, where your trust became a weapon in someone else's hand. That season is coming to an end. I am healing the part of you that still feels responsible for the harm others caused. I am telling you clearly, it was never your fault that they chose to be unkind. It was never your fault that they chose to betray. Your heart is not the problem. Your love is not the problem. The problem was that they did not know how to honor a heart like yours. But I, the Lord, know how to honor it. I created that heart. I shaped that tenderness. I understand that depth. God says, I see every time you tried to be strong for everyone else while you were quietly breaking on the inside. I watched you give even when you were empty. You prayed for others while nobody prayed for you. You held together families, friendships, and situations that would have fallen apart without your effort. Heaven has recorded every sacrifice that others have ignored. Every unnoticed good deed, every silent tear, every moment where you chose kindness instead of revenge, nothing is forgotten. This is why I say today is an important alert for you. You are stepping into a time where I begin to repay the years that felt wasted. I am turning hidden seeds into visible harvests. The good you scattered in small, unnoticed acts is returning to you in ways bigger than you imagine. God says, you often feel as though your life is moving too slowly. You look at others and think, why not me? When will it be my turn? But I am not late. I am never late. I am teaching you how to recognize my timing, not the timing of the world, not the timing of pressure, not the timing of fear. I am stretching your faith so that when my blessings arrive, you will not fear losing them. You will know they are rooted in me and not in human approval. You will not have to beg for them to stay. You will not have to compromise yourself to keep them. What I give you, I give with peace, not anxiety. What I give you, I guard with my own hand, not with your stress. I am preparing you to carry more than you ever thought you could carry, but I am also teaching you to rest in me while you carry it. God says, Archangel Michael is standing watch over your next steps. There have been invisible battles around your name, your progress, your family, your mind. There were moments where discouragement tried to settle permanently in your spirit. There were whispers telling you that nothing will change, that your prayers are wasted, that my silence means my absence. But hear my truth today, my silence has never meant neglect. My silence has often meant strategy. When you saw nothing, I was arranging everything. When you heard nothing, I was speaking to hearts, moving circumstances, opening paths. When no one seemed to move on your behalf, I was training your faith to stand even when the room looked empty. You are more spiritually mature now than you realize. You are stronger now than you were a year ago. You carry more wisdom now than you did in your last season of pain. God says, the good news I am giving you today is not only about material things, although I know your needs and I am not mocking your struggles. I know the responsibilities that weigh on you. I know the bills, the obligations, the expectations, and the pressure that make you anxious. I am not blind to the practical things. I know exactly where help is needed. I know exactly who is meant to bless you, support you, and stand with you sincerely. I am removing masks from faces. I am exposing who is genuine and who is not. I am not doing this to break your heart, but to free it. I am doing this so that when I place new people and new opportunities in your life, your discernment will be sharper, and your boundaries will be stronger. You will no longer accept crumbs while I have prepared a full table for you. God says, you have worried that you are too broken to experience the kind of joy you see in others. You have feared that your past mistakes disqualified you from my best plans. But I say to you today, I am the God who writes straight with crooked lines. I am the God who brings beauty out of ashes, not out of perfection. I do not choose you because you never fail, I stay with you even when you do. I do not love you because you are flawless, I love you as I heal your flaws. My love is not dependent on your performance. My love does not decrease when you are weak. My love does not disappear when you are confused. The good news, child, is that I am committed to you. I am not a visitor in your life, I am a resident. I am not here just for your victories, I am here in your battles, in your disappointments, and in your quiet, ordinary days. God says, on this 1st of December, I am marking your soul with a new understanding, you are allowed to hope again. You are allowed to believe that something good is on its way to you. You are allowed to lift your head and expect my goodness to show up in your path. Hope has been attacked in your life. People have laughed at your dreams, mocked your faith, belittled your attempts to rise. Some of them spoke curses and negativity over your future, saying you would never make it, you would never change, you would never succeed. But I, the Lord, cancel the power of those words over you. They do not define you. They do not own your destiny. I am rewriting the narrative around your name. I am removing labels of failure, labels of shame, labels of not enough, and I am clothing you in a new identity, chosen, protected, guided, loved, capable, and destined. God says, Archangel Michael is clearing paths that seemed blocked by invisible walls. Where there was constant delay, watch for release. Where there was confusion, watch for clarity. Where there were repeated disappointments, watch for a fresh beginning. Some of the things you prayed for did not come when you wanted because they were too small for who you are becoming. You were asking me for something that matched your current understanding, but I am preparing you for something greater than your current understanding. So I had to say not yet to protect the bigger yes that is on its way. If you had received certain things earlier, they would have become cages instead of blessings. Now I am bringing you into a place where what I give will not trap you, it will grow you. God says, you are afraid of being hurt again. You are afraid that to trust is to bleed. But I am healing the part of you that believes pain is your destiny. Pain is not your destiny, growth is. Pain has been part of your journey, but it is not the end of your story. You will not spend your entire life recovering from the same wound. I am closing some old wounds now in a new way. I am putting my hand on memories that still sting and slowly draining the poison from them. You will look back one day and remember, but the memory will no longer control you. It will no longer make your heart race or your eyes fill with tears. It will become a testimony of how far you have come with me. It will be evidence that I never left you, even when you felt destroyed. God says, your mind has battled with heavy thoughts, with fears of what if, with imaginations of worst-case scenarios. You have slept with worry and woken up with worry. You have thought of giving up not because you are weak, but because you are tired. I understand that tiredness. I am not angry with you for feeling it. I invite you to hand me the heaviness you have been trying to carry alone. You do not have to pretend to be okay in my presence. Bring me your raw thoughts. Bring me your unfiltered emotions. I am strong enough to hold all of it. As you release your burdens to me, I am sending peace into the places where stormy thoughts used to live. It may not be instant, but it will be real. Slowly, steadily, I will teach your mind how to rest again. God says, I know there are things you cannot tell anyone. Secrets of pain, stories of humiliation, experiences that still embarrass you. I see how you hide certain parts of yourself because you fear judgment, rejection, or disbelief. But I am not shocked by anything you have been through. I am not embarrassed by you. I do not turn away from your wounds, I move closer to them. I wash you with understanding, not with condemnation. I want you to know this clearly, you are not dirty in my eyes. You are not ruined. You are not beyond repair. You are my child, and I am restoring you from the inside out. The good news of this season is that shame is losing its grip on your soul. Little by little, you will walk more boldly, speak more freely, and live more authentically, because you will know that you are loved as you are, even as you grow into more. God says, I have heard every prayer you prayed in tears. Some of them were not even prayers formed with words, they were just cries from the depths of your heart. I collected those cries. I did not throw them away. I am answering you in ways that go deeper than the surface. Sometimes you asked me to change the situation, but I chose first to strengthen you in the situation. That strengthening was an answer too. It was me making sure that when the situation changed, you would be ready to walk in the new open door with confidence instead of fear. You asked me for escapes, and sometimes I gave you endurance instead. You asked me for shortcuts, and sometimes I gave you courage instead. None of that was punishment. It was preparation. God says, on this day, I am also surrounding your family with light. Some relationships have been strained, misunderstood, or wounded. Some members of your family are walking through battles you do not fully understand. There are generational patterns that have tried to repeat themselves, cycles of pain, habits of destruction, words of curse, and atmospheres of heaviness. I am stepping into that history with my mercy. I am not only healing you, I am touching your bloodline. What I end in you, I end for those who come after you. What I restore in you, I restore as a legacy. The courage you are finding will bless your children, your loved ones, and even those who watch you from afar. Do not underestimate the power of the healing I am doing in you. It will ripple outward further than you know. God says, you worry about your future, about where you will live, what you will have, who will stand by your side. You fear abandonment, instability, and loss. But I want you to hear me clearly. I am already in your future waiting for you. I am not only the God of your past and your present, I am the God of your tomorrow. I have already walked into the rooms you will enter. I have already seen the faces you will meet. I have already prepared provision for days that have not dawned yet. You are not walking into an empty future, you are walking into places where I have gone ahead of you. You may not know the details, but you know me, and knowing me is your greatest security. I will not let you fall without catching you. I will not let you wander without guiding you. God says, Archangel Michael is assigned to guard your steps through the next season. There will still be challenges, life on earth is not without them. But you will not fight them alone as you did before. You will sense, more clearly, my protection and my guidance. There will be moments where you are about to repeat an old mistake. And something in you stops and warns you. That something is my spirit, my care, my voice steering you away from unnecessary pain. There will be moments where you are tempted to go back to what once broke you, and you will feel a new strength to say, no, that strength is my gift to you. You are not going backward, you are moving forward, even if some days it feels slow. Progress in my kingdom is often quiet but powerful. God says, the very fact that you are here, listening, shows that your heart is still open to me. That openness is precious. It means I can still shape you, comfort you, and lead you. You may feel unqualified. You may feel like you fail often. But I look at you and I see someone who has not given up. Someone who is still reaching for the light, someone who is still willing to hear my voice. That is beautiful to me. Heaven rejoices not only when you are perfect, heaven rejoices when you are willing. Your willingness touches my heart. It creates room for miracles, for shifts, for breakthroughs that you cannot manufacture on your own. Stay willing. Stay open. I am working with that. God says, if you knew how much love surrounds you right now, you would not feel so alone. If you knew how many times I intervened in your timeline, you would look at your life with different eyes. I am not telling you to pretend everything is easy. I am not telling you to deny your pain. I am telling you that in the middle of that pain, I am designing something new. I am giving you reasons to smile again, slowly, gently, as your heart can handle it. The good news is not that life will suddenly be perfect, the good news is that you will no longer carry it without me. You will no longer interpret everything through the lens of fear. You will learn to see my fingerprints where you used to see only chaos. You will learn to notice small blessings, small shifts, small signs of my care that build into something greater. God says, on this 1st of December, let this be the day you allow yourself to believe that better days are real and possible for you. Let this be the day you release the idea that you are cursed, unlucky, or destined only for heartbreak. Those are lies that were spoken over you by life, not truths that came from me. My truth over you is different. You are beloved, you are chosen, you are protected, you are guided, and there are still beautiful surprises ahead of you. I have prepared connections that will uplift you instead of drain you. I have prepared opportunities that match the gifts I placed in you. I have prepared moments of peace that will feel like a fresh breath after years of holding everything in. God says, I will not force you, but I invite you, walk this next stretch of your life with me more closely. Bring me into your decisions, not only into your emergencies. Talk to me about your plans, not only about your problems. Share with me your dreams, your concerns, your daily routines. I care about all of it. As you do this, you will find that my presence becomes more tangible to you. You will notice that you are not as easily shaken as before. You will notice that when storms come, they do not uproot you as they once did. That is because your roots will be anchored deeper in me. And when you are anchored in me, no wind can truly destroy you. God says, you may feel unworthy of this love, but my love is not about your worthiness, it is about my nature. I am love. I cannot deny myself. When you fall, I am there. When you rise, I am there. When you don't know where you are, I know exactly where you are, and I know how to lead you out of confusion. All I ask is that you do not give up on yourself, because I have not given up on you. Let today be a quiet turning point inside your heart. Let this be the moment you accept that I really am for you and not against you. You do not have to earn this. You just have to receive it. God says, very good news is unfolding for you, even if you cannot see it yet. The shift may begin in small ways, a conversation, a new decision, a moment of courage, a new level of self-respect, a surprising kindness from someone, an open door you did not expect. Do not despise the small beginnings of change. I use small keys to open large doors. You may look back to this day and realize that something invisible started to move in your favor. Believe that you are entering a season of gentle but undeniable transformation. Believe that your life does not end in despair. Believe that I am still writing, still guiding, still holding your story in my hands. Rest your heart in this, you are not alone, you are not abandoned, and the best is not behind you. With me, there is still more, there is still hope, and there is still a future worth walking into.